I was on autopilot all day yesterday. I was just in tunnel vision. I was like, damn, I really was forgetting where the hell I was. Like I woke up 4 in the morning, and didn't stop running all day, bro. It's crazy. She do it every day, every single day. But all right, so moving on. Now we're gonna pull up one more topic and then we're gonna get up into the slides. All right. I got two slides ready. I wanted two more actually, but so what's up with your boy Caleb Williams, man? Caleb Williams up there in Chicago right now. What's going on with that whole situation, bro?
You know what? It kind of, and I don't want to put him on his pedestal, but it kind of reminds me of when the reports started coming out, like, oh, Patrick Mahomes threw like 8 interceptions in a scrimmage and stuff like that, and it's like, but Andy Reid comes out and says, well, we encouraged him to push the ball down the field, and then you get into the season, and then Patrick Mahomes is not throwing 7 interceptions over a 17-game season, so I mean, it's interesting because going back to, obviously we give a lot of credit to Lincoln Riley for the things that he does for the quarterback position. But I think the unique thing about Caleb Williams is I think he was obviously a little bit different than Baker as well as Kyler Murray to an extent because I think he did a lot more stuff off script than Kyler and Baker did. So when that's your biggest attribute and not necessarily going through the actual progressions and feeling like, hey, I got a big enough arm to make the throws.
Mm-hmm.
You realize at this particular level, like that window that you had in college at
Ain't
USC
there.
in Oklahoma, that window's not there anymore. So he's going to have to figure that out quickly. But again, I have to go back to the video that we did prior to him getting drafted. Is there information that Justin Fields threw 7 interceptions in any practice? I'm
Oh,
still banging that drum. Now, y'all got him, so I'm sure y'all are happy. But I'm just like I said, how I feel about Caleb.
mm-hmm.
It is
I know.
not Caleb Williams particularly. It's just the fact that y'all drafted the same guy,
The same guy. The
same skin
same guy.
complexion, same
Same guy.
everything. You know what I mean? The only difference is
Same guy.
they from two different parts of the from the well no because what yeah they from I mean Georgia is considered the South, but I mean
Yeah.
it's right there. Caleb is from the DMV area, so I mean they're kind of in a essence not from the same area, but they kind of are
Yeah.
in region from a standpoint. It's like I got the same guy, man. It's
Yeah.
like
Same guy, just younger and cheaper, I guess. Because you would have had, they would have, I guess they would have probably had to pick up Justin Fields' contract, and they probably would have paid him, seeing how he would have performed. Because he would have went off up there in Chicago, I'm sure. But and he bought himself some more time by drafting Caleb. But yeah, it's the same guy. You broke that down beautifully. I advise y'all to go back and check out that episode because we actually did that comparison. The Shad broke that down beautifully here on the fans' point of view when we compared Caleb Williams, Justin Fields, they're being the same exact guy and everything else because they really are, and there's no difference. And this is before, and I must say, because we don't get our credit all like that, because us being smaller channels and all, not nationally known, nationally syndicated, or whatever you want to call that. We was talking about that before anybody broke that down. I must say that and get it straight up because I gotta say that. You gotta toot your own horn when you can around here. So y'all stay tuned in. Make sure y'all smashing that like button. Get us out here in the algorithm, man. Cause we different from other folks. You know, man. We different. We a little different. Something different, something to comment show on. A little bit different. But we spit real facts out here, though. That's a fact. All right. And we give great opinions. Great opinions. We just don't give good opinions. We give great opinions and very good hypothesis. Let me stop. Bronny to the NBA, bro. He's not going nowhere. He said cutting edge content. I dig that. I definitely dig that. Let's get that one. What it do, Daryl Page? What's going on? Talking sports with DP. What's up? You up in here? What's going on, man? What's going on? So we about to get up on that Bronny James thing, man. Bronny to the NBA. I know you spoke on that and how you really feel, and you was talking about it. But look, he ain't going back to college. He ain't going back. He's in the NBA, and it
He
looks like
going
he's
to,
going to get drafted. It's
he
like he
going,
looks like he's going to get drafted.
he ain't going to get a trade.
Nah, he ain't going to trade school. He ain't going to trade school. Trade school don't want him. He went to I thought I seen him at Lowe's in aisle 14, but he didn't even know what the fuck a damn work belt was and none of that shit. He was like, I ain't got he was like, man, I'm gonna go hoop. I'm going there. DP, he said DP give good info also. I'm gonna have to check DP out. I definitely subscribe to your channel though, bro. I'm gonna have to check you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely have to check you out. He said it's in the G League better than Bronny right now. Okay. He said it's guys in the G League better than Bronny right now. That's how you I feel that. That's how you feel right now. I mean, he gonna get the shot anyway because he's LeBron's son, right? You feel that? That's how I feel. So let me tell you how I feel about that. I feel like okay, it's this nepotism at its finest, right? He's going to get the job because it is LeBron's son. And I wish you Max, I agree 100% with you, bro. I definitely feel like he should have went back to school. I said that before when we spoke about it before, but he's there now and he's not hitting taking no U-turns. He's there. He's definitely there, man. And I don't know exactly what he's gonna what's gonna is he a 3 and D guy? What would y'all say? I mean, that's more like I can say what he is 3 and D. Um, because his jumper is not consistent, but it will develop as time goes on. I think he has the athleticism to play in the NBA. Am I wrong there though? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't see where he's a fit at. Like, what team does he fit on? Like, y'all know I'm not the super basketball guy. I just completely fucked up the whole playoffs. I did say the Celtics will win, but I thought the Pacers were taking the 7. It goes to show y'all how much I know about fucking basketball. Like, I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. But like, I don't know where he fits in at. I don't know where talent like LeBron, like Bronny James fits in at. Because it's gonna be a package deal. Do y'all think it's gonna be a package deal? I mean, what? You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up, Shad? Talk to me.
You know what? When I was on my way home from work this morning, I was sitting there. I was thinking about this topic, and the biggest thing that obviously people are talking about is like you just said, nepotism. But I stopped and I said, let me put myself in this situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I've done a lot of things that we talk about, right, is the lack of opportunities that we've been given because of circumstances based on historical
Mm-hmm.
issues, right? And so when I put it into that aspect, I said, I'm not upset that Bronny James is going to get an opportunity to be in the NBA
Mm-hmm.
because only one or two things are going to happen. In reality, either he going to knock it out of the park
Mm-hmm.
or he's going to fail. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. You're not going to lose any sleep over it.
Facts.
And to be honest, I'm happy that LeBron James is in a position that he can help do that. It reminds me of like an interview. It's kind of off topic. When Dame Dash went on the Breakfast Club and he was talking to DJ Envy, and that's the first thing that went through my mind. And they were talking about like entrepreneurship, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so Dame was like, Envy, you don't have a radio station. So if your son comes to you one day and says, I
Mm.
don't want to work for nobody else, I want to come work for you, can you give your son a job at this radio station?
Mm.
And the reality of the situation was, is like, no, Envy, you can't give your son a job because you have a hiring manager. You have someone that you have to go through. And maybe you could get him in as a little intern, but you
Mm-hmm.
can't bring him in and put him like, a, half of the salary that you make. And you can't do that. So I looked at it from that perspective. So I'm happy LeBron is in a position that, look, hey, if my son wants to do that and I got the ability to do it, let him work. Now again, it's gonna be on him to make it work, to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm doing is getting you in the door. And that's what all we want because Same thing with me and you. If me and you were in a position, we had $1 million and we got kids and we want our kids to not have to start where we started, of course I'm gonna put you on third base. I'm not gonna start you at the home plate. Now, some
Right.
people may argue and say, well, yeah, you do need to let them struggle a little bit to build some character. But in reality, bro, I'm putting you on third.
Right.
Straight up. It's on you to get home.
That's a
I'm
fact.
not gonna I'm not gonna give you the hand signals to steal home or
Mm-hmm.
anything. That's when your situational awareness has to come in at. So as far as fit, again, and I think this is what makes this show good. I think people are looking at Bronny James from an aspect of like, are we watching LeBron James again get drafted? But we
Mm.
don't see any LeBron James characteristics. So now we're trying
Mm-hmm.
to figure out where he fits. But the
Right.
reality of the situation is the ceiling for Bronny James, currently based on the body of work that we have, the ceiling for him is a rotational guy who maybe can work his way up to be the sixth man.
That's it.
So when people put the expectations to the reality,
Mm-hmm.
they won't be so outraged.
Right. Right.
Because again, looking at this NBA draft, and I know people say, "Hey, look, he could go back to college or whatever the situation is." The NBA draft is not going to get any better. This is not like the NFL where guys say, "All right, well, I'm gonna come back because this draft is heavy on wide receivers, or this draft is heavy on quarterbacks or defensive backs, so I'm gonna go back."
They
You
say
can
that.
go back. The draft is weak this year. It's gonna be
Yeah.
weak next year. It's gonna continue to be weak because of the aspect of like collegiate basketball in the grandest scheme. Like I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna close out. 15 years ago, the way Zach Edey dominated at Purdue, where did Zach Edey get drafted at 15 years ago?
I don't
He's
know.
the number one pick, right?
Come again. Say it again.
If 15 years ago, the way Zach Edey played at Purdue this year,
Mm-hmm.
as dominant as he was 15 years ago, isn't Zach Edey the first pick in the NBA draft?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't know.
15 years ago?
Hell no. Hell no. 15 years ago, no. If he played like the way he played this year, 15 years ago, oh, yeah, I would. The first pick of the draft, Zach Edey.
When I'm thinking about some of the guys that have gotten drafted, like high, the way Zach Edey played 15 years ago, Zach
That
Edey
was the
is the
that was
first
the
pick in the
formula,
draft.
wasn't it?
Hmm?
I said that was pretty much the formula for a big 15 years ago, right? When you say,
That's what I'm saying. So, he be a lottery pick, but now, right now, Zach Edey is a liability because he doesn't do any of the things that you need him to do.
like shoot
And
three.
so you're banking on some foreign players who you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know how they're gonna transfer and leave. So Bronny could have went back. Ain't nothing gonna change. You're
Can he
not.
still
You,
go back though?
hmm?
Can he still go back? How that work? How
Nah,
does that work? I
nah,
don't
nah.
know. Can he still go back?
They can't go back. Nah, he didn't
I don't
cross.
think so. He done.
He can't go back.
All right.
But it's over again. Like I say, the thing of it is, I think people are looking for Bronny to be his dad, and he's not his dad.
No, he's his
So
own
it
person.
makes people feel comfortable to say, "Look, I'm comparing you to one of the greatest players of all time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the pedestal that I'm putting you on." When the reality of the situation is like, nah, you need to put him on this pedestal down here. And then maybe you can appreciate it a little bit. But fit what I think he can do, I think he's probably gonna be a pretty good passer of the basketball. I think he's gonna probably be pretty good on defense because you need some athleticism. And I just think at the end of the day, I think he'll be a facilitator. I don't know if he'll be a starter, like
Mm-hmm.
a starter, but that's the way I look at it. Like if that man makes it to be a six man, his career, in my opinion, is a success. You're an undersized guard. You got some freakish jumping ability. You do got that from your father, but you're an undersized guard. You're not that big. Like you say, you're not a consistent
Mm-hmm.
shooter.
Right.
You're a facilitator. You're a passer of the basketball. That's
He's very
and
athletic.
yeah. So that gets you somewhere. Like you say, he has time to grow his game. But
He,
like I said,
to
I'm
me,
not.
I think he need to focus on that defensive part. Focus on defense. Focus on that defense. I think
Yeah,
that makes
I'm
him
not. I'm
a
not.
better player.
Like, bro, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna close it. Like, it's probably some people that's looking at Bronny like, bro, you supposed to be like Ant Man,
Nah,
Jalen Brown,
nah,
Ja Morant.
nah,
And look at the comps that dudes are trying to compare him to. And it's
nah,
like, bro, that is not his game.
nah.
It's
I
not his
do think
game.
I will say this. I do think I now look, I could be wrong. I'm not the super hooping guy, but Bryce, I like Bryce. Bryce gonna be taller. Bryce gonna be taller. You seen
Yeah.
his little brother probably what he I think he taller than him now, ain't he?
Yeah, I think he's like 6'4", 6'5". Like I said, it's gonna be interesting because as soon as Bronny gets drafted, the microscope and attention now goes to you. So to be honest, Bryce may actually be under more pressure than Bronny simply
Mm-hmm.
because of what you just said.
Yeah, because he taller. He taller. He definitely taller. His outside game is she said, I think he said, I think baby Shad disagrees. She back there screaming like, Daddy talking that bullshit. Daddy, what the fuck, Daddy? No, but for real though, nah, but like I agree. But Bryce, he said Bryce is taller now. That's what IMAX said. Yeah, Bryce is nice. Yeah, I like Bryce. He do he get like he said DP. He agree. He said that Bryce got all the goods. I believe so too. I think so. I mean, when I checked him out, I was like, yeah, he tall. He gonna be tall. He might have that height, that 6'8". He might
Yeah.
get the 6'8", 6'7" at the
So
least. And his shot is developing better. He can dunk and all that other stuff. And look, he is the one that's gonna have the most pressure. But to me, I mean, Bronny is just like he LeBron's son, but he's his own player. And I think LeBron did a good job of separating him out of that shadow. Though I will say that, like, if not putting him right behind that in that shadow, like the people. They had their individuality, I should say. I think he did a good job at that. You know what I'm saying? So, because I never really looked at it like that, to be honest, bro. I never looked at Bronny and saying Bronny got to be like LeBron, because I always seen him different from his dad, and like, you know what I mean, him being his own person. So, but I
but
hope, I wish him the best in the NBA. We know he gonna go to a team. I was hoping that somebody was gonna give me a couple of teams in the chat. Somebody out there throw a couple teams around
but
that
but
that
but
that
I'm gonna
may
say this
grab
though.
Bronny.
But this the thing though. The reason I can't give you some teams is because it's like who other than people that are in depth scouts,
Mm-hmm.
like on the surface level, how do you say, all right, this team needs an eighth man in the rotation? You know what I'm saying? Who needs a seventh man off the bench? You know what I'm saying? Who needs that? So that's why I can't now. Like I say, if like when Bryce comes along, if he continues to progress like that, hey Katie,
What's up,
then
Katie?
then we can look at it. We can say, all right, because we are looking at a guy that's gonna come in and be a starter. But it's like, bro, I don't know who needs you. I mean, the Pistons need somebody.
Mm. Uh,
Orlando Magic, they always need somebody.
all right.
Charlotte, can you
So
imagine
you
that?
got to remember, like, so it's gonna be
Can
because
you
it's
imagine
Bronny and
Lonzo?
LeBron, most likely, right? Bronny and LeBron, right?
I mean,
You think? You think LeBron going?
need
because
to do that, man.
if I'm an NBA GM,
They don't need to
I'm
do
trying
that.
I'm trying my damnedest to get Bron. I don't care how old he is. He's still putting up 25 a game. Give me him and his son. And you ain't gonna at least try to do it.
Bro, LeBron don't need to do that, man.
He don't
Like,
need
I
to.
mean, like real talk. Like you say, you need that father to father time with Prime. I need the
Okay.
father to father time with Bron. Bron, you don't need to be on the same team as your son, man.
All right.
I mean, just the fact that maybe y'all can play on opposite teams. Let's say if he gets drafted to the Eastern Conference, all right, just go back to the East, right? And maybe get in the same division where y'all get 4 games apiece, 2 at home, 2 away. Do that. But don't be on the same team with him because
Mm-hmm.
but then at the same time, it's kind of like I still want to protect him because you know the dudes are gonna be messing with him, all your dad, this and your dad, that or whatever. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
let him be his own man.
Right, right. I get it. I get
That
it.
much
You
freedom.
right. You right. You right. When I really think about it, the locker room and everything else, like, yeah, like let me, yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel
It's
that.
like it's like it's like
Mm-hmm.
this is like, bro. if I want to get in, you say like how
Mm-hmm.
like the stories like how Kobe. Let's say like the Jeremy Lin story, for instance, like the little video where Kobe talking to Jeremy Lin, like I talked to you, you that dumbish. Like
Yeah, right.
I can't say that to you in practice
Mm-hmm.
because Bron right there.
Right.
Because
Right.
I know if I
Mm-hmm.
say something crazy, guess what happened?
You're gonna get
You
just
have
right.
just been traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm out of here. I can't. So like for real. So like trucking like for real. Like like father son stuff. Like Brun to give Brunny that work. Like that old man. Like your dad whoop you on the court and stuff like that. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
nah. Let some other dudes get in. No, no homo. Let some other dudes work him. You know what I'm saying? Let
Right.
some other dudes try to get him. Let him mentally get to where he has to go. But I will say this. I will give Brun this much credit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not advertising Bronny to be something that he's not.
That's right.
I will give Bron that much credit.
That's
And
right.
I don't think that's being talked about enough.
Right.
Bron has only said that I just want to dream of playing with my son in the NBA. Bron has never come out and said, from anything that I've heard, that my son is coming into the league to be this, this, and this. He hasn't given
Mm-hmm.
his son no player comp to say, okay, he's comparable to this or he's better. Well, you know what? Never mind. I take that back. He did shoot that tweet out about his son is better than some to do. I forgot about that tweet.
Well, Bronny, like, hey, I must agree. Hey,
I
shout
forgot.
out to Daryl Page, talking sports with Daryl Page. Y'all go and subscribe to my man channel, man. Support everybody, man. South Coast Kane channel, he got a channel. Daryl Page got a channel. Shad definitely got his own channel. Y'all, anybody out there watching, go ahead and subscribe to their channels, please. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. He's better than MJ's kids. LeBron's kids beat Michael Jordan's kids in basketball. Would you
But you
say
know
that?
what? Hey, but you know what though? But let me tell you. But that I take that a little bit deeper, right?
Oh boy.
Do we think how much time you think do you like looking at Mike, right? Not taking
Mm-hmm.
nothing away, but do it look like Mike was in his kid's life as much as you think Bron is in his kid's life?
No. No, but do you really think like Bron was in his kid's life as much as we think he's in his kid's life? Though?
I think he is. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, as much as a
Because,
father
because,
absolutely
because
can be.
the reason I bring up the Mike situation because everybody know like Mike like the Mike like the
Yeah, yeah,
Mike like the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Mike at the
yeah,
Mike at the crap table.
yeah. Right, 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 right.
Junior want to go out there.
He
Dad, I want you
golfing.
to show
Yeah,
me the post up. And
yeah.
Mike like, nah, I gotta go play golf. We gotta go to the crap table. Like, I'm MJ.
Bron had,
And
yeah, he
so
got them boys trained. He was
that's
training them
what I'm
boys since they
saying.
was
So
little. Yeah, you right.
yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, Bronny better, but I don't think Mike may have put that type of time in with him. You know what I'm
but
saying?
is that still an excuse? It's like, no, just
I think you know what it might not be, but to me, I think it is something that I do think it is something that you do have to bring to the table because it's like Mike probably wasn't working with his kids the same way
right.
LeBron worked with him. Like, RP to Kobe. Like Kobe had the Mike mentality, but you can see like Kobe pouring that back into it. Like Mike, like what's the infamous clip they got?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul, they're like, all right, if Mike missed these shots, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get a free pair of tennis shoes. Mike ain't giving nothing free away. Listen, Mike probably told his son, like, look, if you want me to show you to do the fade away, that mid range, bro, I'm gonna need you to beat me in a game of one on one. Mike ain't letting his kid win no game, man.
All right. All right, I'm trying to get my little producing on a little bit, trying to get
I'm
you to
just saying.
sell or get try to
I'm
get
just
my.
saying
I
though.
feel you.
I'm just looking at it like Mike. In my opinion, Mike wasn't working with them. Wasn't working with them kids like that, man.
All right, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. We gotta move.
Mike wasn't working with them, man. I tell you what. Hey, I'm gonna say this in closing. I tell you what. I bet. Hey, listen. I bet Bronny can't throw a set of dice like Mike's son can.
Oh, oh. You had to say that, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on, man. Nah, he
yeah.
probably
What a lie! At? What a lie! What a
nah.
lie! What a lie! You
I
think,
can't.
bro? You think,
I plead the fifth. I cannot
you
confirm or
think?
nor deny
Listen,
that.
I don't need to do that. Look